All right. Yeah. So as we stand today in Uganda, with different dynamics that have happened over the last 1.5 years, we stand at an amazing crossroads when it comes to the state of OpenMRS in Uganda, which I believe the community needed to hear today. Um, we have seen OpenMRS power Uganda with over 1,900 installations across the country and millions of patients being served and different regions being supported throughout the entire uh, regions, countries, and different clinicians getting an experience on utility of the system. This has been seen by a common distribution known as Uganda EMR, which started around 2016. But before that, there was a journey before in 2008 where OpenMRS was introduced in 3 facilities, expanded to 20, expanded to 360 that were found by METS in 2015 as METS had started customization of Uganda EMR, of OpenMRS before. It wasn't even called Uganda EMR, the name wasn't known. And then in 2016, Uganda EMR is branded and became Uganda EMR as a package by the designation of Ministry of Health. And then in 2020, we see that there was a lot of improvements and growing of Uganda EMR. And then in 24, a significant milestone came in place where, due to the implementation of systems, especially such as Uganda EMR being scaled across the whole country, the national EMR guidelines are drafted and signed off and set to the country. And now this actually gives a leverage on how actually EMRs get to be implemented. 2025, the scale grew up to 1,700 plus facilities, especially with the evolution of O3. And in 2026, the sad reality is that METS closes door as of end of today. And to see that a new era gets to open up for OpenMRS. So I'll come back to the beyond METS later, but we have seen also other custom distribution raise up, such as Prison EMR and UPDF EMR. Again, these were so much into environments which are government structured. Prisons is a government entity, and also UPDF is a government entity, but also they've been using a distribution on top of the Uganda EMR distribution. They've been using that. So we have seen another player come into play, EpiCare, which I'm proud to support as of today, where they have gone beyond an HIV clinic to multiple to cover the whole hospital, and they have been able to power some faith-based facilities, kingdom-based facilities, and also, of course, some private facilities in the country, and currently growing. Beyond that, they have also gone ahead to partner with Signalytic to be able to package EpiCare OpenMRS in a box and managed hardware at a facility where the developing entity of the software does not have to worry about how they manage the hardware at the facility. And this is only done by different entities. And this has definitely seen a lot of improvements in how hardware is managed and how distributions are distributed. So now this is the crossroads. And in my first slide, in 2016, if I told you, in 2015, if I told 2026, you see, there is an overall handover of METS digital tools to now Ministry of Health, and this included Uganda EMR. And in 2026, where we stand at, and beyond METS. So what should happen beyond METS? And we are looking at Ministry of Health leadership at leading the implementation of platforms, because the current platform, they still have 1,900 distributions across the country in government entities. And this is important for that to see that there is better leadership. There is leadership at Ministry of Health to be able to deliver the OpenMRS agenda and growth. To do this, we need to stop looking at just a single distribution. Yes, Uganda is evolving now from a single national distribution where it's to a more flexible ecosystem, and looking at a place where we have what we call a Uganda distribution that can support multiple, the best distribution that can support multiple distributions such as Uganda EMR, Epicare, Prison EMR, UPDF EMR, and any other distribution. We've seen actually another entity called Medex interested in actually building another distribution for OpenMRS, and we are saying that this has actually to be built on something called a Ugandan distribution. And this is exactly where the future starts to take shape in terms of how do we move on beyond a single organization building this distribution of Uganda EMR, and now actually coming into a place where it's now community driven, it's multiple companies supporting the process, and the answer to that is actually coming in with the best distribution, which is the foundation. The foundation could look into ensuring that there is Ministry of Health standards, core metadata, which enforces Ministry of Health standard, national forms which are in there, national reports which are in there, the necessary health information exchanges integrated in there, such as exchange to the National Data Warehouse, exchange to places like CPHL where there is viral load testing or reference testing of tests, and also other program requirements. So, and then other distributions get to build beyond that to be able to ensure that they can now move forward to new features that can be specific to either a specific hospital or to a specific context that is which the best distribution cannot fully support. So why this matters? Why would this matter? We would see a better improved quality of care by having a best distribution that reduces the potential to chaos where everyone is just building on, as long as they picked up OpenMRS, any OpenMRS distribution and deliver it in the country, but building on top of the core foundation of metadata and content packages that have been structured. And definitely content packages are going to be a very important part when it comes to this kind of approach. Real-time data for decision, whereby we'll see HIE and the national data warehouse being fed through the core, through the central or national, the core distribution. Cost effectiveness and efficiency, since there won't be just one organization powering up this, but we envision multiple developers from different entities coming in place to be able to actually build this ecosystem, which actually continues to evolve, and also contributing back upstream into the core, into the distribution, into the foundation distribution, and also back into OpenMRS, especially when it comes to features. Interoperability, I already talked about that. Empowered health workers with the necessary ecosystem, and also a healthier community. So we see on the image which I've left on the right side, whereby you see Ministry of Health, you see multiple implementers such as NGOs and partners, and you see FBOs also come into play to be able to support this, and also other development partners and communities. And I just forgot to add on companies, actually private companies, to be able to come also on board to be able to support this process. So I close by saying the future has to be better, and we have to build it together. And this is definitely a call to the Uganda OpenMRS community and any developer who lies in Uganda to be able to say, hey, we can actually build a better structure in our own country when it comes to how OpenMRS is distributed, and not only just for one entity, but being able to see a much more structured and consolidated efforts to be able to deliver global good for the country Uganda. I close it from here and say thank you for listening to me. Over.